This is Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon, an investigation is underway after a report of shots fired in South Fargo. Around 8 this morning, scanner traffic indicated a report of shots fired in a man with a handgun in the hallway of an apartment at 3540 28th Street South. Now, a reporter on scene says a man was handcuffed and placed in the back seat of a squad car. However, no other details have yet been released. We have new information on the man found dead in Traverse County earlier this week. Officials say 29-year-old Benjamin Eagle died after punching out 2 windows of 2 different homes. Tuesday night around 6:30, the Traverse County Sheriff's Office responded to a call for a family disturbance. Officials say Eagle left the home under the influence of drugs or alcohol before deputies arrived on scene. The Sheriff's Office says Eagle sustained severe injuries to his arm from the broken glass, but he did not seek any treatment. A short time later, Eagle was found dead west of 4th Street in Browns Valley. After a long wintry week, the sun is finally out today, but more winter may be on the way. Let's get a first look at the forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green. Lisa?
Well, good afternoon. Yes, it's been tough to get winter out of here, so that's why this morning's sunrise was so gorgeous to me. We got to see clear skies and those gorgeous colors on the horizon before that sun came up. And since then, we've been enjoying beautiful blue sky here in the valley with temperatures that have been rising above freezing. It's currently 37 degrees in Fargo. It's also 37 in Grand Forks. Devil's Lake is at 38, right at freezing in Bemidji. And the eastern part of our viewing area is going to be a little bit cooler today, but we're working our way above freezing there. Milder to the west, Jamestown 41. Now the wind's still brisk. You probably noticed that already. It's still breezy out there, not necessarily as intense as it was, but we're getting wind speeds into the 20s and gusts that are higher than that. So just keep that in mind. It looks beautiful out there, but it's going to feel colder when you step outside. Clear skies means nothing to show you here on the radar and satellite map. And a look at your planner as we make our way through the rest of the day. Expect temperatures to top off around 40 degrees in places like Fargo and Grand Forks. Over to the east, it'll be a little cooler, and to the west, we're looking at warmer weather. And notice our wind. We're starting our afternoon around that 20-mile-per-hour mark for your steady speeds. By late tonight, we're really seeing that north wind come down, and some changes ahead for your Saturday. And then Saturday flips, and we're looking at some conditions that are going to be tough for Sunday. First alert weather day coming up this weekend. More details on that wintry weather to come here, not only this weekend, but into next week. All of that in just a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Lisa. Lots to look out for this weekend. Thank you. The White House is joining the chorus of condemnation following a deadly attack on a rail station in eastern Ukraine that killed at least 50 people and wounded over 100 others. 6 weeks into the war, Russian forces have shifted their focus to eastern Ukraine after reported atrocities in towns surrounding the capital. The Kremlin has denied killing civilians, but has admitted to its forces have suffered significant losses.
We are defending the right to live. I never thought this right was so costly. These are human values.
President Biden says the U.S. is working closely with its allies to further isolate Russia. Today, Britain also added Russian President Vladimir Putin's daughters to its sanctions list, and Slovakia donated its S-300 air defense system to Ukraine. It was something of an inside job, the Ward County Sheriff in Minot says. A threatening phone call that prompted a temporary evacuation of the courthouse yesterday came from an inmate in the jail next door. Investigators say the state's attorney's office got a call yesterday morning from a man who made a bomb and assassination threats to their office and to judges. The courthouse and administration building were evacuated. Investigators quickly traced the call to David Diaz, a jail inmate who is in custody of multiple felony charges. Bomb squads searched the buildings but found no explosives. A former North Dakota oil executive is going to prison for 3 years for making false claims about his company's value, which resulted in more than $886 million in shareholder losses. A 61-year-old man from Dickinson must also pay back $406 million. The police say he made misleading claims in order to inflate the stock price of Poseidon Concepts Corporation. The company's stock plunged after the fraud was uncovered and it was forced into bankruptcy. The White House is celebrating Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson 1 day after her historic confirmation to the Supreme Court. Vice President Kamala Harris, historic in her own right, presided over the 53-47 vote, making Judge Jackson the first black woman ever confirmed to the nation's high court. With 2 black justices and 4 women, the court will become the most diverse body in its 233-year history.
I mean, it's a Jackie Robinson moment that we're witnessing here, this glass ceiling being shattered in a way that's going to have profound implications for our country.
Judge Jackson's swearing in won't happen immediately. She's replacing Justice Stephen Breyer, who will serve until the current term ends this summer. Once seated, there are a number of landmark cases already on the docket. Now, Judge Jackson told lawmakers she will recuse herself from a challenge to Harvard's race-conscious admissions program. Experts say now is the time to raise your credit score. Coming up, we'll tell you how to do it. But next, things are looking up for the weekend, but Lisa Green is tracking another system expected to move in on Sunday.